So I'm here with Marcelo Garcia in his New York Academy, and hello, thank you first of all for giving me the opportunity to do this. And I would like you to talk a little bit about your academy and how's it going, how many students you have, and where do you see the future of the Marcelo Garcia Academy?
Our school is just like it's going to turn 3 years old, so and on top of that we spend a lot of time teaching over here, and I think that there's no doubt like the level of the students been growing. It's that because we spend so much time doing that, and there's a lot of people that really enjoy training, and together with that, like so many people come visit us, from outside that just help to raise their level even more, because it's always like people with different games come train. So it's a blast to me like to be able to have like a high school in New York City who is like just like a big center.
Yeah, definitely.
It's easy to people come and spend some time with you. And on top of that, like just help everything else.
I've seen at least the 10 days I've been here. I've seen a lot of well-known names like Mark Lehman or Johnny Hendricks. Do a lot of MMA fighters come to seek your counsel and sort of train with you, pick up the tricks, the finer levels of jiu-jitsu?
I don't know if I can tell a lot, but a lot of like good names come, and some of them really high level, like Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah, that's great. That's amazing. So, tell us a little bit about your plans for competition next couple of years. Do you have students of your own competing? I know you do. And what about your plans? The Worlds, Abu Dhabi, and that sort of stuff?
The situation is like I don't compete like every weekend like before. Before I used to compete a lot. Maybe the most that I did was like a 6 weekends straight. So I don't do that anymore because I have another responsibility, like just run the class. But even the last few years, I was already compete like once a year or maybe twice a year most. What is already like it was already a big goal because I was just looking for the big tournament and just keep focused to get myself better and be able to be in shape in that tournament. So we have 1 year prepared. That's pretty good. If you don't have to do all the tournaments, that helps a lot. But after last year, 2011, that I won the Abu Dhabi and the Mundials here, no gi, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the no gi in Abu Dhabi and the Mundial with the gi. I decided like I would be more happy if one of my students win the tournament than me, so I really felt that. So I'm getting that in a phase in my life now that I want to spend my full time now just help my students get better in jiu-jitsu and helping like my school grow.
Of course.
If the school grow, you're gonna be able to have more students that want to be focused on jiu-jitsu. More people that want to focus on jiu-jitsu. So
of course.
So like have more people try getting better to the tournaments. So I'm not saying I'm retired, and I'm not saying like I want to stop competing, but I just don't want to think about competing now. That's the reason why I don't compete the Mundial this year, and the Mundial from the next year or Abu Dhabi next year is too far away, so I don't want to think about now, because maybe now I don't want to do it. So I'm waiting to once get closer I know if I'm going to compete or not, but now I don't want to compete for a while.
I understand, but you train twice a day and you're in very good shape, and at least from what I've seen, I think you could do well. Hope that you do well next year. But before next year, do you have any plans for any seminars? Are you traveling around the world? Okay, you have your business here, you have you created yourself, you and your wife, you live here obviously, and obviously like in New York, you said yourself it was a center. But do you still travel? Do you do seminars all over the world? Where have you been? Last country you've been to, and any plans for coming to Croatia? I know that a lot of people, especially from Alliance Croatia, but also all the people in Croatia who do jiu-jitsu, of course, worship you and really love you and everything that you've done. Any plans like that?
I'm definitely open for seminars, but I'm just gonna do like I'm used to do before. Before it was like every another week I was leaving for a seminar. Now the school keep me so busy, and with my website that we have like all the database online, the imageinaction.com, it takes a lot of time for me. That's the way that I figure out like I can reach more people without I have to leave my gym, so people can just go and watch online all my techniques, my class, and my training. But I'm definitely still open. I cannot do all the time, but every time there's like some free weekends and I know that I don't have to travel to see my family in Brazil, because that's one of the main things that I gotta keep focused to still go to see my dad over there in my hometown. And every time if I have a free weekend, I try to still leave for summer. And after like I have like students for Croatia, I have people that come visit me from Croatia. That even make me feel, I wanna visit there, just to know the culture that you guys have. Know the jiu-jitsu level that you guys be training, and hope maybe help you with something. That's definitely like a place that feels like I want to visit one day.
Yeah, great. Okay, so let's say we started working on it, that we get you to Croatia one day in the seminar and meet all the guys. You mentioned your family. How does your family feel about your successes, and do they understand? I know they supported you like always, but what do they say now when you're really successful and like a really huge superstar in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world? What do they say? How do they feel?
They almost don't know anything about Jiu-Jitsu. My family is really small, and they a lot older than usually the families, or at least older than my friends' parents. But I was lucky they always support me, so I can't complain of that. They support me like 100%. But my dad doesn't follow my competition. He never really watched. It's a little bit disappointing, but I understand. It's just not his thing. But he's really like appreciated that he gave me the chance to do something that I really love so much, and at the same time I really appreciate that so much. But they don't have to understand what is Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, they don't understand it.
And they're not the martial arts. For them it's almost like a karate. It's the same thing.
Okay, great. And speaking about your family, you have your wife here. She works here with you, and she helps you out. She is definitely a support, you would say.
Yeah, as everybody know, like my wife, she do everything. Like I just need to teach the class and go compete. Usually, like that's all I gotta do, and she do all the rest. And she competes just in really high level before, so she knows what she's doing. Even so many times I don't have my coach over there, she was always on my corner and help me out. And definitely without her, I couldn't go that far.
Yeah, she definitely understands what you need to go through. Okay. Since I've been training here like for the last 10 days, I've noticed that you have a lot of equipment here. We're gonna take some pictures later of it, but you have gis coming in all the time, and a lot of students, buying your gis and this sort of stuff. But the interesting thing for me is that the prices are really, I wouldn't say cheap, but they're very affordable. Did you really, is that your philosophy, like being able to provide for your students really affordable gis and equipment? Because even water here is like $1. And on the street it's like $1.25.
I think that's just the fair price.
That's more than fair.
I don't even see like we're doing bad. It's just like I feel like a fair price. But it's just about like I appreciate like everyone that comes and buy my products. Or buy a shirt with my name. I feel weird to use stuff with my name, but like. Just because it's me, but I really appreciate like people that come from far. I want to take I want to take the trash guy for a friend of mine. So I just try and make that simple. You don't have to do that really expensive. And today we got in a position that if we don't have, I feel bad to someone that comes from outside and want to buy something we don't have. So I hope like we can keep the products and be able to have when they want.
Can the products be bought over the website?
Yeah, we can ship for all.
So everybody check out MG in action. Everybody knows the page. There's going to be a link after this interview. And one last thing, where do you see your school and where do you see Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the future? What do you think? How big is it going to get? Obviously, it's got way bigger than like 5 years ago and much bigger than 10 years ago. Where do you see your school and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like a sport in 5 years?
I just hope like they keep growing. I hope like they keep growing in a way that looks good. What I'm talking about is like I hope the jiu-jitsu keep going to like a better level. Not like just like strategic, but just like with more submissions on the match. That's my goal. And I hope like my gym growing. I can also help with that and have more students like focus to win, but just win with like no doubt, no passion. People like the students of myself, they always go to look for the submission, go to win. They no complaint with the referees or something like that.
Clear
so
victory.
I hope they should keep growing that level too.
Okay, Marcelo, thank you very much. Everybody, visit MG in action. It's the greatest page in the world. Thank you, Marcelo, and see you in Croatia.
Thank you. See you.